2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat young Will Zalatoris. I'm really looking forward to this matchup.
Oh, as am I. Wily Will found his way onto the tour in a very unusual manner, and he kept himself there. The pressure is not too much for him. He can handle anything. He's a fierce young man, a young man of the future, and I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his game. Where can you beat him? Where can you see any of those defenses? He's very confident, and as I said, Luke, he can take that pressure.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting.
This one looks to be a tad wayward. Oh, that was pure. Well, this is some lovely momentum to take into the tournament, coming off a last start win, Rich.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
It was on a good line.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Sitting at 1 over for the event. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. That's inside the house of opportunity. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ouch, that hurts.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Here we are at the 3rd. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
And from about 105 yards.
This one is right down the pipe. Oh, terrific approach. And a chance for birdie here at the 3rd. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Just a short putt remaining here. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole. And it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Trying to get to even par with this putt. Yes, they've made it.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot from the bunker.
It goes in.
Current standings.
Is he computer? He's done 2 chip-ins.
Spot of this leaderboard. Good playing from Justin Thomas. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
I should have got more left.
Tee shot is looking good here. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every
If that
single
didn't drop.
time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. Two wins so far this season. Good shot there, Beamer. Sitting at -1. Currently tied for 10th place.
Much.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Oh, that's a nice line. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
Okay, steady now.
Oh,
That hole's done. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
and he puts it in the
Just
hole.
made bogey on that last one.
Oh, what
Called
a
it.
whipper from long range.
Saving one there after being
They
all
never
over the
miss.
parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Going with the hybrid. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left.
Go on.
Yeah, nice looking shot there.
Gotta say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
Justin Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard with a one-shot lead. That's a good-looking shot there. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
Going in the hole as well.
Oh,
As
wonderful
if.
bunker shot. Okay, time to return to the action. Playing from around 210 yards here. Just 3 back from the leader. Opting for the 5-wood.
You would
Club
have
up.
kick
I like
kicked
this
in.
play.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
What a shame.
Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. And a par putt awaits him.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
That's well holed. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
How much did the win last week give them the confidence to perhaps pull it off again here and go back-to-back?
A massive win last week, looking to double up again this week. I got to say, they're building off all the good things they did last week. A win could definitely happen.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10.
Come in, it's gonna come in, come on.
Oh, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
It's on it, man. Fuck.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
And this putt coming up for his par. Get in.
Bollocks.
Okay, let's head to the next. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one. Big chance here. Well, that was a beauty. That had eyes for the whole way.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
How does that even happen?
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
That is hunting for the hole.
Oh, why?
It'll be frustrating inches from making that putt. And it's back-to-back bogeys here. Got to turn this momentum around.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
And choosing the 8-iron here. Well played, mate. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard.
Come on.
If that's the right pace, this should drop. And the rivalry seems to be inspiring
About time.
this player to make some great putts. That will bring them closer together on the leaderboard. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Put that in.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's one
And
stroke
it goes.
in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This for a birdie run.
Seven.
That was a gallant attempt. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Yeah, good putt. Well hold. So, no movement on the leaderboard there. Remaining at even overall. Teeing off now on the 14th hole. They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you?
And this putt to move into the top 20.
This one looking really good.
Yes.
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely done. And that will take him to 1 under.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Justin Thomas is our current leader. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Wow, that was just striped. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Oh, just missed. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch.
Justin Thomas currently in the lead as we head to the next tee.
And we've arrived at a par 3. Oh, well done. Oh, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. It's half a chance of being holed, this one.
What the fuck?
Bogey putt coming up here.
Bollocks, man.
And unfortunately dropping back to even par there.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Yeah, that one will play. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. This one's for birdie.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
Ooh, right by the hole. Justin Thomas is atop the leaderboard with a 2-stroke lead.
Now striding to the final tee of this round. Great shot.
Joe Biscuit.
And here we are with the third shot. And this putt for a final score of 71.
Looking good.
Oh, yeah.
That's disappointing.
That will drive you bats.
Sadly, no back-to-back victories here for this player, Rich, but you'd have to be impressed with their performance overall.
Luke, unfortunately, not getting the back-to-back wins. Came ever so close, but unfortunately coming up just a little bit shy. Still awfully impressed with this week's work.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Zalatoris had the edge in their last meeting, Luke, so I'll be interested to see if they can pull out the win this time around.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While he might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat, and good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Oh, nice looking putt. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
This hole is a par 4. That should find the cut stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards. Had a fantastic drive.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface.
And he's safely on the green.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 24 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh yes, get it.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic?
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this. It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Drive down.
He has this putt to save his par. It's got a chance. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
Here we are at the 4th hole. Not a bad line, this one. Sitting at 1 under. Not a bad spot on the leaderboard. Just outside the top 20.
Yeah. Here's what? What was it?
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
Oh, so close.
A birdie putt awaits. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5.
I don't know.
I can't believe this.
Huh.
Is this going to go in?
Putting for a putt
That's
now.
it.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
It's gonna go in.
Here's Will Zalatoris.
That silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Time to face a par 4 now. That was wonderfully done. Sitting at 2 under in a share of 10th position. Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
This would be a great up and down. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
It's currently tied for 11th. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting a win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky's the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. He reminds me of an old school pool player who he's already made all the shots. Now he just got to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. Going with the 8-iron here. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, that is simply...
Of course it goes in.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Just didn't drop. This is a par putt. And down it goes. Now 5 strokes behind. As we stride to the final hole of the outward half of Foxholm Golf Links, the players will be licking their lips with this par 5, measuring just over 500 yards.
And this is a gift to end on. However, you've got to find the fairway really to give yourself the best opportunity. Players are not going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side, and if you hit it right at those trees come into play, bail out to the left, give yourself a long iron second shot into this massive green. Lots of runoff areas all around this green, but what a great opportunity to end this front 9 with possibly an eagle 3.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Well struck. Second shot here at the 10th. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Wonderfully played. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Looking for another birdie here.
And that's the 4th birdie of the day. Back to back birdies. Rich.
I like it. He's feeling it.
He finds himself in a share of 8th. Time to tee off on the 11th. Well, that's a handy shot. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh. Ha. Right at it.
Suppose it never went in.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. With the 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that greenside bunker.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
It's going to be a hole-in-one.
We'd see this. He is behind.
Going to be a hole-in-one.
Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Ooh!
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a hit.
Absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
Oh,
That to going in the hole.
no
Great
way.
shot.
That dog will hunt.
This putt is for a sheriff second.
Slow up, slow up.
It was on a good line. Big putt for par coming up. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we have a par 5. Second shot here on the 14th. Going with a 3-wood here.
Like this.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently
He puts
trailing his
his chips
rival.
in again.
Let's see what happens here.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's 2 shots back.
So close to the eagle. And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
A big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
This one's going to the right.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's going to put it
Who
in.
thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the play, shall we? This putt to get to 7 under the card.
This is their look at birdie. This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
And that's back-to-back birdies as we head down the stretch.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Second shot here on the 16th. This one looks like it's going right.
That's disappointing.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And here we are with their 4th.
He shares the lead.
Ouch, that hurts. 4 feet to the cup.
And there it is.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Definitely needs to make a move on the field, and this is a golden opportunity on the short par 4. What will they do?
Nicely done. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
This is an important up and down here, Rich. Just a shot back.
Nothing like a little pressure late in the day.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move.
Tiebreaker.
Good shot.
Well, they need to stick this close. A birdie would tie them for the lead and force a playoff.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Come in, come in.
Needs this to kick a bit left. Step one complete, Rich. They've found the green.
Indeed, Luke, but the next step for this player is to sink this putt to force the playoff.
And this putt is for a final score of 65.
Go on.
And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
Well, Rich, it's time to find out who will win this in a sudden death playoff.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
This will be intense, Rich. So much pressure, and these players won't be stopping until one of them wins the hole. Buckle up.
Oh, such an exciting day, Luke. Let's get into it.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Well, not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole.
You just lose like that.
Well, that's a shame, Rich. They toiled all tournament, only to come unstuck when it mattered most.
Getting to the playoff was a great accomplishment. However, losing on the first hole doesn't feel good, but still a good week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be following this featured group as there are rumours of quite a rivalry kicking off between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. He's in a share of 7th place. Well, it looks like John McCarthy's stepped back ashore, kicked off his boat shoes, and is going to give us a little bit of a condition of today's course. John, what are the players facing here at Old Marina Golf Club?
Well, Luke, we're on the coast, but there's a good mix of coastal and inland holes at Old Marina Golf Club. Lots of movement in these greens. If you are an expert at reading putts, you're going to have a bit of a leg up, I think.
No wides going in.
Love the 4th hole, par 5, that stretches along the ocean, has a green that's well protected by bunkers, which probably might dissuade some from going forward into the 7th hole. Similarly, a par 5 stretching down the ocean, but is much less protected around the green, and that green is enormous, by the way, so that'll definitely be green light. Love the par 4 14th. The players are going to hit over the water to a fairway that entertainment this week as well. Looking forward to see what kind of creativity is on display by these players here this week at Old Marina Golf Club.
That's some good golf right there. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat.
Oh.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Come in, come in.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? His putt is of 9 feet.
This for par.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of 9th position. Opting for the 3-wood.
You stop it. You stop it. Alec. Stop it.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. Oh, well holed for eagle. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Trailing by
I didn't realise that was an eagle. Yeah.
We have a par 3 on this one.
Oh, come in. No, 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 no.
That's out to the right for sure. That's not what they were looking for.
What's a strange miss there. Look, they've been hitting the greens all day long.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
Far it travels.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
No.
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
That'll hurt the momentum.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal.
And in it goes.
Back from his rival.
Oh, how about that one?
Bollocks,
And
man.
this is why
Every
you've got to keep your
time.
foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. A couple under at this stage. Tied for 6th position. Opting for the 9-iron. This one needs to kick left.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 7th. That's nicely done. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every...
Of
course it goes in.
To make your par.
Taking a chance and getting it correct. The flop shot works. Thank you very much.
Setting up miles from the hole.
It's going to be the greatest eagle putt in the history of golf.
Oh, that's too bad. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. I don't mind the look of this. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Keep travelling.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. Well, that's certainly a step.
Nearly got a hole in one.
Keep it going. The 9th hole here, though, at Old Marina Golf Club is a strong one, a really tough test.
So that's something I'll never say.
A par 4
For real.
466 yards.
For those who like to work the golf ball from left to right, you're going to have to take a little bit of a chance by aiming over that hazard on the left-hand side. But if you find the fairway, boy, I tell you what, that's a fantastic feeling, because this hole has got so much beauty. I love the second
Got a
shot,
kick in.
the bunkers on the front,
No.
but I love how the green runs away on the left-hand side. The design of this hole, especially the green, is absolutely amazing.
A birdie. It goes.
Oh, this looks pure. All right, we'll make it the next time.
Advised.
Well, Rich, this won't come as a big surprise, will it? Because there's a lot of people talking about this player. They've been performing beautifully all season, and many think they can win this event.
Ah.
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
That was a gallant attempt. Just tapping in for a bogey on this hole. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Bogey on the last, but a good opportunity on this one to bounce back with a birdie.
Lovely effort, that. Henny, what's the player facing here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
This one's heading towards
Got
the
a
cabbage.
kick.
Handy effort, that one. And this putt will take them to 5 under.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
He's got this for his par.
Only just.
He's in a share of 3rd place. Teeing off now at the 11th hole. Well, this should find the short grass. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Did a hole in
We'd
one.
see
probably.
this. He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
It's just going to roll into the hole for an eagle too.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
No way.
Playing this one about 130 yards out. Just 1 stroke back and right in it. Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And this putt will take them to 5 under par.
It wasn't straight though. Oh no.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Piss off.
Well, the good thing about making bogeys is it gives you a chance to bounce back at the next.
Piss off.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Oh, what a touch of class. Holes it from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. And as they stand over this putt, it's for a share of 3rd spot. Oh, what a stroke. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And that will take him to 4 under. And he finds himself in a tie for 3rd.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Good looking shot this. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. He's right in the hunt, just a shot off the pace. Yeah, that one's looking good. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, nicely done.
Oh.
Here's the putt for back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
And down it goes.
Ooh, tasty little pitch shot. Gets it to go. Fist pumps all around.
Let's begin the 14th. Nicely done. Lining up from around 160 yards. Currently a shot off the lead. Going with the 7. Well, this one's right at the pin. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. A chance to move into 1st place on the leaderboard.
And with only 4 holes to go in this event, Luke, this is a good opportunity. Big moment for this player.
That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Boy, what could have been with that putt? Luke could have taken the lead. Not to be.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie. Leading by a shot after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it. Lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Go in. Super shot that. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And they'll tap this in for birdie. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Well, Rich, don't know about you, but my eyes are wide open standing here on the 17th tee of the Old Marina Golf Club.
Every player is going to be salivating to get here. This could be the easiest hole by a long shot on this golf course. The fairway, massive, most generous fairway out here. Second shot, a little bit uphill, but let's face it, just 506 yards, slightly uphill. I promise you, every player in this field is thinking eagle and nothing but.
Kind of kisses.
That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
Up.
All right, safely out of the bunker, and now a chance to make a putt. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's better
Birdied their last hole.
do some bullshit shot again.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Little birdie look in here. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
And that'll put a little pep in your step, up and down from the bunker, in for the birdie. Good job.
Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. This shot from around 210 yards. Currently leading by 3.
This one headed left.
A hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Ooh, right by the hole. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Gets in.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine
Other win.
performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
Hat trick of victories now, 3 of them. Gotta say, this player is on fire.
And Rich, I think you mentioned earlier that this player was your favourite. Well picked.
Oh, listen, it's not a hard pick, is it? This player has consistently been there all season long. There's no reason why not to pick them to win. They just make me look smart. That's about it.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. And he's down there.
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one. Yeah, oh, no, this one's left.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Let's return to live play now. This would be a great up and down. Oh, just missed. And this one is for his par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
That'll sting a bit.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, so close. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders.
Xander Schauffele, currently on top of things right now.
There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical. And that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
Come on. Don't be shy.
Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par here.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Get in the hole. That one had eyes for it the whole way. And he'll move into the top 10. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 6th, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Getting ready to play their third. Just 2 shots behind.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in first place.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Some great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
How good was that bunker shot? Let's get back to it, shall we?
And a sight we're used to seeing a lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot.
We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
And this putt to move into the top 10.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. That's a good way to move into the top 10.
Okay, as we move along, it's Xander Schauffele in first place.
The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Luke, is it's just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
Well, this could alter the line of the shot.
Fuck.
Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely. Nice out the rough here.
I'll take that.
Wow, what an approach. That was a golf shot. Justin Rose may be feeling a bit of pressure in this rivalry after that performance.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
This putt to move into a share of second place. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par.
And now they're sitting in second place behind Xander Schauffele.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Not the result they wanted.
And coming up well short.
Here's Justin Rose.
Looks like they're
Probably
going with
go
the
in.
pitching wedge. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
Never doing that again.
Playing their fourth shot. One stroke off the lead. Sitting at 2 under par. Currently tied for second. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Unfortunately, moving down the direction to be heading. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Time to face a par 4.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh, almost went in.
Of course
Okay,
it did.
time to return to the action. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Ooh, nice line.
And that will drop in for a birdie.
And that will take him to 1 under. All right, Rich. The par 5 13th. So much has been said about it. I'm interested in your thoughts.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a third shot that's absolutely blind. This third shot could be one of the most difficult third shots on the PGA Tour, bar none.
Not bad. 8 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
It's on a good line. And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
This one should find the rough.
Wrong.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Just 1 shot back now.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in 1st place.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
That's tiny. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
We're 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, that's how it looks. '16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult two-putt to say the least.
Putting for birdie here.
That's frustrating. This putt was about 8 feet.
It's looking solid.
That's a good putt to make, that one. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Yes! Hold it!
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. This one's dialed in. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
And this putt for the tournament. Just didn't drop. And now this to win the Farmers Insurance Open.
Putt is underway.
Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Oh, absolutely. They silenced the giant today. They got the job done against the odds. We shouldn't ever have doubted them. There was some spectacular golf out there, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Bean, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
you.